for a few people to jump up in here. Happy Friday, good friend. Always good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat real quick. Let y'all know what we have going on over here in this world. But let me know where you guys are logging in from as you are coming in. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. About to pin this comment. Let me know how y'all Friday is going. Let me know how y'all Friday is going, y'all. Happy Friday. If you guys have any questions, y'all drop them in the chat. I'm going to do a Q&A, ask me anything type of live because I always come on here. I just be talking. I just be talking. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. Let me see. Q&A. All right. There's a Q&A box. I think that's there. But as you guys are coming in, I would love to know where you guys are from. Where you got, hey, 50, where you from, 50? Are you from Queens, New York? Let me know in the chat. So your girl Janice is live. I'm coming live to you from Queens, New York, where I am born and raised. This is also the community where I opened my beauty supply store. Hey, old friend, how are you? And so, yeah, I've been in this industry for over a decade. I started back in 2010. I was working a corporate job. Um, then I decided to go into entrepreneurship. Wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do, but decided to go into entrepreneurship. And okay, Memphis is in the building. Hello, friends. How are you? And then one day I found myself in a beauty supply store where I frequented often. Every paycheck, I was in the beauty supply store. And I decided in that moment that this was going to be the business that I was going to venture into. Now, before I landed on beauty supply, can y'all guess what business I wanted to get into? You will never guess it in a million years what business I had in mind. You will never guess in a million years. But if you do, drop it in the chat. If you do, I'll cash out you $50 right now. But you're not going to get it. So I decided in that moment that I wanted to open a beauty supply store because for me, I was in finances, so I knew the math had to be mathing, the numbers had to make sense. And as I was sitting in the store, I saw like thousands of dollars being transacted in front of me. There was a whole bunch of people spending a whole bunch of money, but we were getting the worst service ever. And I'm like, what business can you actually go into where you are spending so much money and yet you get the worst experience ever? The beauty supply store. And so I was like, man, I'm going to do this. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because it seems like there's no Black ownership. And it seems like it's like they're gatekeepers and it's locked down. But I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. God is going to get me through this because here's one thing that I will tell you. Here's the first gem. Here's the first nugget. God's not going to drop anything into your lap, anything into your spirit. He's not a God. He's not a God of games. And so if he gave you the vision and this is consistently coming up for you. So it consistently came up for me that he's going to give you the resources. He's going to 100% give you the resources. He's going to give you the blueprint. He's going to give you the steps. He's going to give you people. You're going to watch a live of someone talking about it. Then you're going to go in another space and someone else is going to be talking about it. And so he's 100% always going to give you the steps and the blueprint. Okay. So, hey friends, that's the first gem. It's the first gem. So after I knew in my heart and in my soul that this is what God wanted me to do, I went out and I tried to gather as much information and data. So the first step that I did was I went and I found me a mentor. And when I found that mentor, I wasn't just like, hey, let me pick your brain. I was like, listen, I have a business degree. I know math and I know finance. I know spreadsheets and I know business. Like, let me help you get your back end together. He had the store but his operations and his systems and his numbers weren't together. So I'm like, this is how we're going to barter, because I need you to teach me everything about beauty supply and how to operate beauty supply. And I'm going to get your back end together, because right now you operating like a mom and pop. And there's no way that you're going to be able to scale and get to the next level when you don't have any systems in place. So we exchanged services, and I helped him develop his systems. I streamlined his processes to the point where he was able to go back to his country. Now, he was from Guyana, and so he literally left me with his store, with his daughters, right? So like we ran those stores for like 2 weeks. He was in Guyana, or maybe it was a month. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'll go on and open my own store. And in like 2 months, I opened my own store. And what was so great about linking up with him was that I was actually working as a sales girl in his store. Like, this was like my internship, I should say. Hey, Kwame, this was like my internship. And but here's another gem, y'all. Here's another gem. The way Black men show up in business is different from the way Black women can show up in business. And so, for people who are like, I had this other place that I'm looking at, and their experiences from their perspective is going to be completely different from your experience. And I'm saying this, if you are a Black woman watching me, think that you want to do this, they show up differently, because in certain cultures they value men over women, and in the culture that we're trying to get into, they 100% value men over women. So you walk in and the Black men walk in at the same time, they're going to go to that Black man, they're going to help him, they're going to open an account for him, they're going to have conversation with him, give him whatever he needs, and then if they have time, they'll talk to you. Okay, that was my experience. So after I started open, we ran those for over 8 years, did it internationally. So partnered with my aunt. And if you guys have ever gone to any of my conferences, my aunt has showed up. She shared her experience of operating internationally, and us opening a store in Bermuda, and then retired those stores after I got pregnant with my 20 children and did consulting full time. So now, over the past 5 years, like as I've been traveling all over America and the islands at this point, opening these stores, what I've discovered is the blueprint is literally the same. The blueprint is literally the same. So what I did here in New York has been replicated in Vegas, has been replicated in Florida. I'll be in Florida, Jacksonville, next weekend for a grand opening that I'm so excited about. Allure Beauty Supply is officially opening November 4th. And so stay tuned for the behind the scenes on that and how we got all that together. I'm super excited about that. My girl Jazzy Chick is going to be celebrating 5 years, November 11th. She was one of my first clients out in Las Vegas. And so, y'all, I'm trying to go out to Vegas to celebrate with her. But then at the same time, I'm trying to see Usher for real, for real. Don't tell her I said that. But I'm trying to see Usher for real, for real. And so she will be celebrating 5 years in business. And man, when I tell you 5 years is a pinnacle for this industry, it's a pinnacle, but it keeps going. The obstacles, they keep coming. So when you hit 5 years, because I thought like 5 years was it. Like, let me just get me to 5 years, and then I'm be able to breathe. I'm gonna be able to like not that you're at the finish line, but you've accomplished quite a bit if you have a retail space for 5 years, because retail is hard just in general. Okay, just in general, retail is hard, y'all. But beauty supply, different animal, completely different animal. We need one in Connecticut. I have quite a few clients in Connecticut. We're working on it. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Or you could just open it. You can just open it. Okay. Let's think outside the box. Like, you gotta be about it. You gotta be about it. And so, y'all, guys, if you have any questions, by the way, because you know me, I'm gonna get to talking. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat, y'all. Drop it in the chat. But like I mentioned, the blueprint has been the same. The blueprint, I've taken this blueprint to Vegas, I've taken it to Florida, I've taken this blueprint to Georgia a million times, I've taken it to Texas a million times, and guys, I've taken it to Cali several times. Shout outs to Curly Girl Love, shout outs to Be Brave Beauty Supply, shout outs to everybody in Cali, y'all. The blueprint is the same, guys. The blueprint, the secret sauce, all of that is the same. When you get your hands on this blueprint, y'all, execute, do exactly what I say, execute, and your store could be making $30,000 per month, $40,000 per month. If you got services, maybe $60,000 per month. It's good, y'all. It's good. When you have a good space, you have a good location, you have a good product mix, you have good customer service, right? You have good connections with, influencers and things of that nature. Business could be amazing for you. Business could be amazing for you. Guys, as you guys are dropping in, put your questions in the chat, guys. Put your questions in the chat. So I made an announcement earlier this week. That I am shutting down my Beauty Supply Bootcamp program, my signature program that I have been operating since the beginning of time. All the who's who of Black-owned beauty supply stores, whether they want to say it or not, have taken my program, have taken this program, y'all. Whether they want to say it or not, they've taken this program, and it was good. And so if you want to take this program, I am doing my last class November. You want to go to beautysupplybootcamps.com. 2023 will be the last year I'm offering this class, y'all. Sad to say it, but I got bigger and better things coming along my way for 2024. I'm just claiming it in the mighty name of Jesus. And so, yeah, I'm shutting this program down. And so my last round is going to be in November. And so if you guys go to beautysupplybootcamps.com, you can see all the information there. All the receipts are there. And if you want to book a call with someone, my good sis Daniela is taking calls all of this weekend for you guys to be able to not only talk to her about the program, but also apply for funding. So if you're like one of those people who are like, I don't have the funding, book a call with Daniela and she will get you the funding so that you can get into this program, because this is going to be our last round. And it's probably going to be the best round because it is the last round. So I'm really excited for everyone who has joined so far. Congratulations for those who have joined so far. And if you're waiting, guys, don't wait too long. Because we're shutting it down this weekend because we're starting in November. Okay. So beautysupplybootcamps.com is the website, y'all. Beautysupplybootcamps.com is the website. Again, we are starting top of November. This is the last class for 2020. Well, this is the last class period. 2024, I'm doing different things. Hey, Lamar, my coach is on, the coaches of all coaches. So guys, beautysupplybootcamps.com. If you want to book a call with Danielle so that you can get the funding for the program, the link is there. If you guys are watching me on Facebook, and guys, if you're watching me on Instagram and you're not a part of our Facebook group, it's called the Beauty Supply Power Circle group over on Facebook. That's where all the trainings are at, all the replays are at. So click the link in my bio to go ahead and join my free mentorship group over on Facebook. It is a whole time over there. So once we hang off, hey, Stretch Love. Once we hang up over here, I want you guys to click the link in my bio to join that group. And again, last round of Beauty Supply Bootcamps is shutting down top of November. Go to beautysupplybootcamps.com to enroll. We are shutting down registration this Sunday. So y'all literally have this weekend to decide, and then that's it. It's going forever. All right. So y'all have a good weekend. I will see you guys on the next live.